Jalen, Alex Caruso yesterday was just talking about how much he's enjoyed getting to know all the personalities on the team, and how everyone's made him feel so welcome. What's it like, bringing some new faces into the team, into the locker room, and given the culture that you guys already had together, making guys feel that way?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it on the head. Just that's the culture of our team, and kind of the nature of the locker room. AC is cool too, so I think that helps when you have a good person coming into a good locker room. It's a pretty easy mix.
What's it been like seeing all your teammates come back after the work they put in this summer and kind of seeing how they've evolved over the last 4 months or so?
It's good. This is like the messy part of training camp where everybody's trying to figure out what they worked on and how it'll fit into being a good team. So it's probably the most fun that we'll have because everybody just gets to try stuff and you get a big leash to just kind of do whatever to a certain extent. So it's been fun. We also have a group of guys that we know everybody works out in the summer and takes it serious. So it's always like a good little mesh, and everybody's super unselfish. So it makes it easy to play during the training camp.
Was there anything particular that you wanted to unleash and show your teammates the first couple of days?
Have a good attitude, playing hard, competing, trying to do like all the intangible stuff. As far as that, I feel like I don't really need to prove anything to my teammates.
When Alex was trying to describe your personality yesterday, he was saying that you might blur out random things, or you're just funny in a way that just he kind of shakes his head. When guys try to describe your personality and they arrive at stuff like that, just what do you think?
Pretty spot on. I don't know. I feel like that's probably a pretty good description. I don't know. I guess, yeah, that's my answer actually. It's probably spot on there.
Who'd you run with today?
Who was on my team?
Mm-hmm.
It was actually me, AC, Lou, Wiggs, and Alex actually, and Oos was on our team.
Anybody stand out today? Oh, so far, like the yesterday and today.
AJ's been very good. Something with the mid-major guys. Just, pretty good basketball players.
You just mentioned the guys that were on your team. I mean, the sheer volume of wing defenders in a lineup like that. Sam had talked about sort of there being an amplifying effect that can happen when you have multiple of those types of defenders on the floor at the same time. What's your sense of what that dynamic could be like?
Well, it's hard to score in practice.
Yeah.
I think that alone makes us better offensively. You have lineups where it's like it could be our teams are just like you heard my team. I just said it's like who do you really attack in practice, and then it's like you go on the other end. It's Shea, Chet, and Hartenstein and Queso. You know what I mean? It's like kind of everybody that you don't want to guard you is on the other team. So it's been a good dynamic for pushing our offense, and it really forces you to kind of play the right way in practice. And then obviously when we get to a game, it might be one of those things where it gets a little easier.
What you see from Alex and Lou as far as how they play off each other?
I mean, they were both on my team today, so I just kind of got to sit there and help and watch, which was great. They complement each other really well. I feel like Shea's probably a better person to ask because they're switching on to him every other possession. So it's been a cool dynamic to kind of watch them defensively compete with it. And then obviously, you have guys like Queso, Chet, me. You kind of have a whole team, so it's a good dynamic.
How much does it help you that you're practicing against like some of the best defenders in the entire NBA? Like you're getting practice reps that are better than against some teams probably.
Yeah, like I said, it just helps everybody, not even myself, but just offensively, everybody has to play the right way, and that's kind of what the summer was for too. So now I kind of know what works, what doesn't, and like you said, it's like practice reps on a high-level defender, and you kind of get that every day, so it only makes you better.
Jalen, how have you seen Dylan Jones use kind of other positions that he can fill, and your early impressions of him?
He plays really well within our team. Has good change of pace, just really solid. I feel like that's kind of the common thing with our team is everybody can kind of, I don't want to say fit a role, but everybody kind of knows how to change their game to be successful and kind of benefit the team, and he's done a really good job of that.
Chet was just here saying that his team doesn't really have a KG in terms of like a fiery personality that comes in here and him immediately. How have you seen him really kind of step up and take some of that responsibility to be vocal and be kind of a leader?
There's only one Kevin Garnett, so and we don't have it. But Chet's definitely more vocal this year. Chet's been vocal this whole entire time. I think now it's just more focused vocalization. Kind of being able to talk out the coverages, being more confident in that. understanding his positioning. His first year, for example, just maybe not bumping guys out all the time so he can stay low, like doing like little stuff like that and communicating that through like the rest of the team to the new guys he's been really good with. AC is another one that kind of pushes us to talk, kind of taking on that old head road, that role for us. So does a lot of good things. But yeah, Chet's been more vocal just on the court as far as talking through defensive coverages, and it's been helpful.
Speaking of being vocal, I don't know if you saw the clip with Trey Murphy where he said that you talk about as much as anyone in the entire league, and he said not even trash talk, it's just like conversational. Has that always been a thing in your game?
I don't know. Usually sometimes they mess up and they tell me they play. So, I don't know. Maybe don't talk back to me. I don't know. Usually sometimes it's like guys that I know. Me and Trey are pretty cool, so you only see him. He's probably not a good example. We played the Pelicans like 100 times last year, but it's usually guys that you don't see very often that you're cool with, so kind of use little parts of the game to catch up and whatnot. But, other times you might slip up and say something wrong, and that's how you kind of get a competitive advantage.
So you're using your friendships against them, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, so we'll see. But I don't say nothing about our team. So.
Anybody else?